Oh, that wound is still open and fresh from the PT demo / Silent Hills. From Konami deciding, let's shit can the fuck out of that. You can't buy that press, you can't buy that hype, you can't buy that notoriety. Those motherfuckers had it in spades. They lit it on fire and just left big fat middle fingers and said, pachinko! So fuck Konami, I say Allison Road is the way to go. It is picking up where the PT demo left off. Sure, it doesn't have the fucking AAA marquee names attached to it, Norman Reedus and Hideo Kojima and Del Toro and all that. No, it doesn't have those, but what it does is the same exact essence. It has the same exact vibe. It has the same soul. This should be getting a fuck ton of support. It's on Kickstarter right now. I had to go and make a video about it, because there's 10 days left. I want to see this shit happen. I want to have this happen in the biggest way possible. And sure, everybody tosses around the whole spiritual successor thing, and it really is. But think about it like this. It picked up where it left off, and it's building upon it even bigger and better, because it's doing its own thing in addition to having all the same shit that made the PT demo so fucking special and something that we all kind of just gravitated towards. I mean, when I had initially seen it, I was like, holy fuck. They managed to go and get this done within that amount of time? That's fantastic. And this looks like it's going to have all the same shit, the really creepy fucking photorealistic world that you're walking around in. You're inside of a house, something that you possibly could have lived in or partied in or just fucking seen before. This seems like a real home that you're inside of, something that you can relate to. That I dig so fucking much, because there's developers out there that can't even fucking get to make you experience like, oh man, it really feels like you're there. No, they have trouble going and doing that, yet they fucking nailed this without a shadow of a doubt. Then, you got the fact that the day-to-night transition, that's going to matter a whole bunch. That you're going to have to use stealth, and you're going to have to use your wits to avoid getting killed, because you're not running around fucking guns blazing, shooting everything down, filling it with tons of holes and fucking ammunition falling at your ass at every single fucking turn, rocket launchers and grenades and shit, where you're treating all the enemies as fodder rather than something that is going to stricken you with fear to your very core. You know, they're going to tear your soul asunder, it doesn't matter, rocket launchers, RPGs, no, this is run for your life, you're going to die. That's it. These are unearthly beings that don't give a shit about you whatsoever. They want to go and render your pulse to be extinct and just fucking kill you. You don't know what is lurking within the darkness, but you know that it's there and it's fucking horrifying. So you're just running and hiding. I like that idea a whole bunch because that makes you scared. That's something that's going to get your adrenaline pumping and get your heart pumping, and you're worried about this shit. You're like, okay, I'm just gonna hide in here and I hope to fucking God nothing happens, and then more creepy shit happens. You run into a bathroom, hide, and the motherfuckers are knocking on doors saying fucked up shit. You see the walls just like crawling with blood, so you barrel out of there, then all of a sudden there fucking shit's coming up out of the floor and you have no idea what's going on because you're in some amnesic state trying to piece shit together. You're trying to go and find clues as to who the fuck am I, what the hell is going on, where are my loved ones, why the fuck am I here, why is this shit happening over here, who the fuck's that thing over there with this fucking head broken back, I'm done. Don't want to deal with any of that shit, right? I dig the fact that Allison Road is trying to go and do this, and they even showcase that you're going to go beyond the confines of the house. So you get to go out of that fucking hellish structure, and you get to go into some kind of, like, murky swamp forest type thing. And this marsh is fucked. Seeing some of the stuff that they've had in it, I mean, you expect, like, Sunderband to show up or something like that, and it kind of reminded me of some of the Fatal Frame games, too. It's just a scary-ass environment. Environment. That's what you're running around in, just going, I hope nobody fucking sees me. Where the fuck do I hide? I'm out in the open. All I can see is the fucking moon peering through the goddamn fucking branches. This game's really pretty, by the way, but I hate this. So then, pissing your pants aside, it's just imminent death. Just tons of death everywhere. What's that over there? Death. Below my feet? Death. Above my head? Death. What's this in my pocket? Death. No, it's my wallet, but it could be death. Death. God damn, I'm excited about shit like this because just hearing some of the developer commentary about this, they said that they want to go and bring back the feeling of things like Silent Hill and the original Resident Evil. That they want to have like this big narrative attached to this. So a storyline with character development and an entire world that you're going to get enveloped in. I dig that kind of shit. Because it's not just all about atmosphere. And granted, they've nailed atmosphere like a motherfucker with tons of random reoccurring events depending on your actions going on in the game. Just like with the PT demo. And then you have shit like this where you're trying to go and get clues together and see what the fuck is going on. The monster designs that they've showcased, which I've always long considered to be some of the most important and vital things about how scary something can be, because it's like, okay, I'm in a fucked up place. Sure, you got the atmosphere, you got the fucking real scary music and shit. Okay, we got all that. But what the hell's coming after me? And if it's something that's clownish and doesn't look all that scary, granted, clowns scare the fuck out of some people. But, you know, Pennywise aside, if it's something that's not all that scary, you can't really fear it all that much. And the designs that they've showed off and they've documented and put out there onto the internet and that you've seen in the gameplay footage look fucked up. Again, makes me happy as fuck. So I'm like, okay, this is all good shit. So they're nailing every single aspect of it. This should be supported. This isn't just relegated to PlayStation 4 either. Xbox One owners, PlayStation 4 owners, PC owners. It's already got Oculus Rift support, so I imagine probably Project Morpheus, well, the old PlayStation VR. Well, you know, you already know what the fuck I'm talking about. But I can imagine support for that because, again, all about immersion. You have something that's a first-person experience, and I always figured that first-person survival horror plus these VR-type headsets merging together, this shit's fucking perfect. And I can't wait for that. I would love to try out some shit like that just to see what it would be like. To see all that stuff and to just have everything cut off and that's all that you can see, so it feels like you're really in there. Some great fucking surround sound or just put on fucking badass headphones and you're kind of in the world. I would love to see like a camera showing somebody and then just watch them fucking freaking out, just like ah! Want to go and rip everything off their fucking head and then rip their own fucking head off and then all of a sudden just blood geyser everywhere. As metal as that is, you don't want to go and do that because then you can't finish the game. Haha! I have my priorities right. But does Kickstarter support this? I mean, the game's not going to be that fucking expensive, and this is something millions of people wanted to go and play the PT demo, millions of people wanted to go and play Silent Hills, yet this doesn't have nearly the same amount of attention and backers. I think that is a fucking shame. More people should be checking this out, so share this on social media, tweet the fucking hell out of the Kickstarter and the information being provided. Fucking share it on Facebook, post on Tumblr, make some shit on fucking Instagram, whatever the fuck, post it on Reddit, post on 4chan, I don't give a fuck. I just want people to go and play games like this because it should mean a lot to everybody out there that likes scary as fuck games, that doesn't want to die, doesn't want to go and get impaled, have their fucking flesh ripped off and thrown out a church door. Thank you, Pyramid Head. It might not be Silent Hills, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't have the same fucking soul and it doesn't have the same exact experience. Because from where I'm standing, it does. And it has a lot more. And it doesn't have the fucking Konami name attached. So I don't have to feel guilty for even wanting to go and play it. So there's always that. I have tons of energy, and I'm fucking pumped about this game. It's October, everybody should be pumped for horror games, so make this shit happen, support it, share it around. I've already fucking said this stuff again, and I'm sounding like a fucking broken record, but I could give a shit less because I just like this kind of stuff. What the fuck can I say? Anyway, this is AlphaOmegaSin, as always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers game the fuck on!